Trey, what's been you guys had a bunch of games, and then you've got what 6 days since you've had a game. What has been the focus, and do you feel like that's kind of been maybe good for this team?
Definitely, I feel like with every team we played, we've been like right there in every game. We've been up on most teams. I feel like just making winning plays down the stretch and being locked in down the stretch, or like coming out of halftime is what we've really been focusing on. So like the 50-50 balls, rebounding, making the extra pass, just honing in on our principles as a team. So we've really been locked in this week. So I'm excited.
Yeah, Kenny was just in here saying that this game is gonna come down to defense. How do you feel like that this group has grown in that regard just over the past week?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I feel like we go every day, even in practice. Our practices are way harder than the games. We compete every day, 1 through 15. So making it fun to guard, making it fun to go at somebody. So when it comes to the games, we're all locked in.
Curtis, do you feel like you've adjusted? It takes a little time, doesn't it, to get used to, even though you have a whole preseason and all that, in-game speed. Do you feel you looked a little more comfortable the last couple games you were out there?
Yeah, it's coming along. I say, like, just for me, just staying consistent, like on and off the court, just doing everything, going hard, playing hard, supporting my teammates, doing what I need to do, just knowing my time will come eventually. Just keeping my head up and just doing what I need to do to help the team.
It seemed like the offense was clicking really early against Virginia Tech in ways that it hasn't this season. Out of the gate, Trey, since you were in their lineup there, what do you think was what was working so well for you all there to start off?
Definitely think we were attacking more and sharing the ball more because Virginia Tech, they were like a gapping team, a collapsing team. So we were making the one more passes and we got a lot of open looks and we missed a few, but we made a couple too. So I feel like adding that to our game is what we've really been working on as well.
Kenny was talking about the last hurdle or last step you guys need to make is playing more for the team first. What's that mean to you guys, and what can you do to make that happen?
I really feel like for everybody to, as a team and individually, to accomplish all of our goals that we want to do, we got to win. And one of those winning things we got to do is share the ball for each other. So I feel like once we do that, that's really what we've been working on, honestly.
Obviously, to start the second half of that game on Sunday, and they opened up a pretty big run. How do you guys go about balancing having such a great half and then when you come out in the second half, just keeping that rolling? Was it anything that they did differently, or was it more so things that you guys weren't doing defensively?
No, we just came out flat. Like, we came out flat. You could see that in the game. Like, we didn't come out, ready to play. Like, we was up. We came out, we got back in the game. We called a timeout. Like, we got back within ourselves, like, with the group. And, we just came out fighting back, and that's what we always do.
When you look at DePaul, obviously they're a team that's struggling, at least on the one-loss record, 1-7 at this point. When you look at them, what do you expect? Kenny said they look like a good offensive team. What are you guys expecting against DePaul?
I mean, like, just how everybody would say, don't take no team lightly. Don't take no team lightly. Just about the record, like they 1-6, but like you can see they have like a lot of good players. They do a lot of good actions and stuff. So we think they come in ready to play.
Is there any team that you guys have played so far that they kind of feel like similar to so far in the schedule?
Well, I'd probably say Virginia Tech because their guards, they let their guards play, get downhill, ISOing, doing that. They have a lot of those things over there at DePaul.
For both of you guys, when you get close to games and you're right there, what do you feel? Is there one common thread in the games that you've lost that have been close? Has there been one common thread to maybe that would put you over the hump?
I mean, like, we said it and KP probably said it, but, like, the main thing right now is just the 50-50 balls and just sharing the ball. That's just the main thing for us. We need to get every 50-50 ball because how he say our life depends on it. And, like, just playing for each other, like, that's what's going to get us our goal. We're going to win more games and get more looks for everybody.
How do you all balance sharing the ball but also making smarter passes? Like in the first half Sunday, you had like a season high 7 assists. You also turned the ball over more than 10 times. How do you go about striking that balance of just trying to share but then also doing it smartly?
I think it's just about being aggressive, but knowing when to get off of it. I feel like whenever you see two, sometimes we would try to, take one extra dribble and try to, create something else. But whenever we see two, just make the extra play and just really that's what we work on in practice. Just when we in the games, we just got to emulate that.
Well, there was even that one play I remember it was crazy where you had a turnover. It went to them, and he was like, the guy for Virginia Tech was falling out of bounds, and you got it right back. And
Yeah.
he worked it to Sky, who made a great passer as he was driving. It just seems like that's something that I don't know. It was a really interesting moment for me where you're trying to strike that balance of doing it smartly, but then when you do make the play to get it back, also keep working on feeding each other.
Definitely. I think we just build on that day by day in practice, by game.
Trey, do you feel like you have, when you come into a situation, you might play together? I mean, you and Sky knew each other, but to be on the court to everybody together, it does take a little while to learn tendencies, doesn't it? And do you feel like you've gotten there with Sky and when Tyler's out there with whoever?
Definitely. I feel like everybody, 1 through 15, I feel like we've all gelled on and off the court now, and I feel like we're getting rolling in. I feel like we've been there, honestly. We just got to just lock in on the details and, finish the games.
What difference does Tyler, when he's out there on the court, why have you guys been better, do you feel like?
Man, honestly, he's just a dog. He's fearless. So, he's picking up full court on the best players, on the best guards. And, most guards aren't ready for that. And he's going at you. You score at him, he's coming right back at you. And he can score on the offensive end as well and make plays for others. So he's just dangerous all around.
Kind of in the same vein of his second to last question, just you all are so big on chemistry this summer, saying that this group is way closer than last year and that you guys were bonding so quickly. How does that grow during the season, when you're going through these battles twice a week sometimes? Just how does that bond grow even further when you're now going from practice and, to going through camp and everything to now taking on the court and playing all these teams?
We're really like family, we're like brothers, the whole staff and the team. We with each other all day, every day. So, just seeing the off-the-court personalities of people, I feel like that's what really makes us a team, seeing everybody joke that don't really talk. And just being around that all day, every day, I feel like that makes us just play for each other, makes it fun on the court.
Anything to add?
He said it all.
All good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you in Chicago.